Peace and love, everybody. Salute to all my good people. Salute y'all. Interesting, things just happen all across the boxing world, you guys. And it just seems like there's never an end to the folly, Real talk, I'm a bit dubious about a matter at hand. And I'm seeing some perspectives that I just don't find, or one particular perspective really that I want to divulge, that I just don't find any validity in or credibility in whatsoever. It's a matter at hand concerning much of what seems to be, flooding the landscape currently, a resurgence, if you will, because it's something that I've heard in the past, right after the aftermath of the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Billington Garcia. And it's something that is making its way back into the scope of many fanboys and sassy crusaders dialogue. And it's making its way center stage in all of their talking points. And I'm referring to this idea or demand, really, because that's what I'm hearing, a demand for a rematch between Devin Haney and Billington Garcia. And it's puzzling to me. It's puzzling how this sudden call, this sudden push for, demand for a rematch is being centered, and how it's being predicated, really, on the notion that Devin needs to be proving himself to these people. Okay? They're posturing that this rematch has to be had and made by Devin in order that he prove himself to the very sassy man fans who have been talking all types of crazy and calling this man out of his name. The same man fans and newfound Ryan guzzlers who have been degrading, berating, and belittling Devin without fail. Saying that he's soft. Y'all heard it all, and I've spoken about it, right? Saying that he's, got his ass whooped, told him that he needs to hold the L, told him that he's pillow-fisted, etc., etc., etc. But now, despite all of the abasement and ignominy, they now have the gall to demand anything from Devin Haney. Anything after all that was said. After all the shit that was talked by these people. They got the gall to demand a rematch, let alone for him to have to prove to them that he is, somehow, I guess, man enough and capable enough. He has to prove that he's a warrior and pout that and that nigga. Who the fuck are these cowards, y'all, making these types of demands? Who are these people quarreling behind their keyboards? Safely tucked behind their screens and their keyboards, typing the most sassiest things that you could think of, pinkies up in the air, soft as tissue, and making demands in their mama's basement about what the boss Devin Haney, the Black Jesus Devin Haney, needs to be doing. You feel me? Telling Devin that he needs to rematch Ryan in order to prove to them his greatness. In order to prove to them his worthiness. You fucking simps are out of control, y'all. Completely unhinged, moronic, and asinine. These same effeminate motherfuckers that posted and plastered pictures of Devin falling to the canvas at the hands of a filthy, flaming drug cheat. The very ones who don't give a damn to this day that Ryan's life was compromised by Ryan's disgusting, ill-intended cheating, are now asking Devin for a rematch to suit their whim and their judgment? Do you see this shit, y'all? I'm livid. I am livid at the audacity of some of these people out here, y'all. It's crazy. The resurfacing of this talk point is only unfurling real talk because Ryan was, of course, proven a drug cheat and penalized for it. So all of these people are out of the woodworks, as I've said plenty of times before, just crying, non-goddamn stop. Okay? He is officially banned, and all of the knob gobblers that were holding parades in hopes of his innocence and trying to convince the world of his innocence are out here with their skirts pulled down and their asses exposed. Nothing but shame, odium, and disgrace. Okay? And they're trying to save face now. They find themselves, I guess, perhaps, wanting to hurry up and cloak themselves, cover themselves with some type of dignity and saving grace, with the illusion that they actually care about a rematch. That's what the posture is trying to say. Oh, no, because I care about a rematch, right? But it's just an illusion. It's an illusion that they really do want to see Devin rise. They want to see if he could rise to the occasion and beat the man who beat him, quote unquote. Oh, don't you want your lick back? That's what I hear across so many different platforms. It's absurd. It's absurd. This is the excuse, the tagline now. Oh, well, don't you want him to get his lick back? It's absolute folly and deceit, y'all. Please don't believe it for 1 second. The sudden demand has nothing to do with seeing Devin vindicated, exculpated, or absolved. It has nothing to do with that. This is their way of jeering, right? Scoffing and insulting Devin and insulting the intelligence of the real ones who know what the hell is going on. This is also their way of basically providing an out from Mr. Billionth of a goddamn Graham Garcia. They want to save him. Okay? A rematch would definitely, most certainly, efface the memory of what took place in the first fight and all the scandal and all the dishonor that is associated with it. That's why they want the rematch, because they want to efface all of the drama and all of the injustice associated with what happened only a few months ago. This is also their way of suggesting that Ryan should be given leeway. He should be given the spotlight back, a favorable spotlight. That he should be given another payday as well from the man that he cheated. What? You come into my house and steal from my family and my legacy, and I'm going to give you the honor and spotlight and a massive payday? This is how they want that injustice to be undone, to be revoked and pardoned, to be, forgiven, curtailed and vitiated. Get the fuck out of here, please. Hold your fucking L forever, you simps. Hold your L. You cowards don't like it when that statement applies to you. Hold your L. Going to bat and picketing for Ryan to have a rematch with Devin Haney ain't gonna take your L away. Hold it. The only person who is going to decide if that is even worth a smidget of his time is Devin Haney himself. No amount of crying that Ryan Garcia does, no amount of lying that he does, no amount of calls for mercy from you fanboys will direct or dictate anything to Devin. He is the boss. You hoe-ass niggas don't even run your own goddamn households. But you think you're going to tell the young King Devin how to handle his career and which direction he needs to be steering it and how and when and what time and where and with whom? No. If Devin wants to run it back, he'll do as he pleases. Now, as for me, I think I made this quite clear previously that I do not agree with the rematch. And as I'm probably sure you guys, caught the wave of, I don't agree with the rematch because Ryan isn't worth pissing on after the shit that he pulled. But if Devin takes that route, he takes that route. I can't really say much to that. This is his ship, and above all things, I respect him as a fighter. He is one of my top fighters, period. So I respect his mind. I respect the DHP team, the whole Haney family, and all of that. And I'm sure that if they decide to do it, they have made a decision based on soundness and coherency. And I trust that. So if that's his direction, that's on him. But in the meantime, Devin has a plethora of fights in front of him that are of note. Of course, he's officially become the champion in recess at 140. He has the option to move up to 147, as I'm sure many of you have heard, to fight the likes of Mario Barrios if he wants to. He could stay at goddamn 140 and unify with Tio, who has a fight coming up this weekend. If Tio is successful, bang, there goes a unification fight. He's also got the option of Pitbull Cruz as a unification option at 140. Fuck Ryan Garcia. Fuck him. Until Devin says otherwise, fuck him. Yes, that part. You Simps don't direct or prescribe a thing to Devin Haney. He can do whatever he sees fit. Since when do you give a damn about seeing him justified? Oh, if you were cheated, wouldn't you want to get yours back? Fuck out of here. One of the biggest flexes that you can stunt on an op with is continuing on to be your beautiful black self and moving on to bigger and better things without regard for them. You leave them right there in the dirt where they belong. Sometimes that's the greatest flex. Black Jesus Devin Haney will come again. What is it called? The second coming? Yeah, wait on it while you hold your L's. Anyway, that's it for me, y'all. I'm on to the next. Peace.